G'day guys. Today we're going to be looking at some of my league versus league play in my most recent tournament. We're going to look at some snippets and discuss exactly why I do what I do and some of the strategies that I take when choosing lineups and when making gameplay decisions. So as you can see, I'm one of the last guys in my league to play, and there's only 3 opponents left to face. In our league, each player plays a single opponent and they get to choose which of the 3 lineups they face. I'll be taking on Promethean Fire in 96, and I'll leave the 293 over franchises to the last 2 guys in my league to play. It's always a good idea to leave lower over franchises for those that are playing in clutch time. So now I'm going to look at my opponent's lineups before I decide which 3 I'm going to face. So I quickly scan through and look for key players that I'm likely to avoid, Jeremy Lin being one of those because he has double clutch. There's no other standouts. If I can avoid T-Mac, I do, because his AI is so powerful, but this guy has a lot of T-Mac, so it's going to be inevitable that I'm going to be facing T-Mac. I'm going to choose the big man lineup to start with. I like that matchup because I'll also be using my big man, and I'm going to keep my LeBron James in instead of using Master Westbrook because I like his steal ability because he's a tall player with long arms. I push the thumbstick up during the tip to make sure that the ball goes to my shooting guard. This is something that I'll often use. I also tap autoplay after putting a shot up. This ensures that my defense gets set ready for the next play when the AI brings the ball back down the court. I always make sure that I'm in a good position before I attempt to steal the ball. It is frustrating when the AI gets the ball straight back though. Here you can see Olajuwon clearly fouls Scalabrine. This happens a bit, and I'm not complaining in this instance because it ends up being a turnover in my favour. I've slowed it down for you so you can see the exact point of contact. For the next drive, I'll be playing his 2-way lineup. It's full of pretty great players, but I personally find 97 Damian Lillard quite easy to handle, and so I rather enjoy playing against lineups that have him as their PG. While I mainly shoot 3-point shots in LVL, I find that attempting a layup or a mid-range shot helps the 3-point consistency. This reverse dunk off an alley-oop was a really fun moment in this quarter. Learning to time your blocks is pretty important, as you can see here, to stopping your opponent from scoring. Here you see me use T-Mac's clutch ability with 15 seconds left on the clock, and that's because I'm hoping to actually steal the ball back and get off Harden's buzzer beater ability. When shooting the clutch, as you saw, I'll often run over the clutch zone and then back up into it to ensure that it's a 3-point shot. Typically I'll use my small ball lineup against a small ball that doesn't have Lin or a defensive lineup, but this guy has a defensive lineup with some AI beasts, so I'm going to actually face his shooting lineup. Prior to starting the quarter, I'm actually going to sub in Redick for Hardaway. Hardaway has some fantastic AI, but I prefer Redick on offense. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, the AI gets into the lane and scores a crazy contested shot. Here you can see me doing a couple of things that I touched on earlier, getting set in a good position before attempting to steal, and then overrunning the clutch zone so that I can back up into it, ensuring that the clutch is a 3-point shot. This is an interesting defensive play because as Wilt follows Bill Walton out of the key, I'll actually stop trying to steal with Lin just to ensure that he stays in front of the ball handler so that the ball handler doesn't drive into the lane. Once I get the steal here, I go immediately into clock management mode. I don't want the opponent to have another shot, and I want to be holding the ball in the last 2 seconds so that James can get his buzzer beater off. I'll always be aware of the time whenever I'm using lineups that have clutch or buzzer beater abilities. I ended up going 52-14 for this tournament, which gives me a margin of 38 points. Overall, I get 79 points as my AI also had 27. Margin is the thing that we track in my league as that's what wins you games. My average per tournament is around 36. My highest so far is 51 points of pure margin. Maintaining decent margin is obviously a combination of great offense and really solid defense. We celebrate anytime someone in our league holds an opponent's AI to 0 for a quarter, because that's pretty awesome. And we also celebrate when someone can achieve 60 plus of manual offense, because that's an amazing score. I hope this video has been able to teach you something, and even if it hasn't, it's always good to see someone else's approach to league versus league play. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and if you've got any suggestions for content or any comments on this video, please leave them below.